Anxiety affects everyone. Those anxious thoughts. The word talks says that in Psalms, when my anxious thoughts multiply within me, your consolations, O Lord, delight my soul. What does that mean in everyday terms? It means anxiety and anxious thoughts are a part of everyday life. Just that verse alone says when, not if. When my anxious thoughts multiply within me. That alone brings comfort. That alone says that we're all in the same boat. So how do we break that? How do we break it? How do we get through anxiety? How do we control it? Do we wish it away? Oh, I shouldn't feel this way. There's those expectations again. Where's that coming from? Who says you shouldn't feel that way? Right there in the Psalms, the psalmist is saying when. It's a part of life. Welcome to the human race. So instead, when those thoughts multiply, what is it that helps break the pattern? I'm Sue with My Step Ahead. I'm an ACC Master Certified Life and Mental Health Coach. And one of the things I work with my clients and I teach them is a tool that I call throwing a pebble on the anxiety train track. And what do I mean by that? When my anxious thoughts multiply within me, that means the thoughts are getting on a train. Their thoughts are taking you on a ride. And sometimes you're like, I just wish my brain would shut up. I can't get this thought out of my head. That's the train track. And anxiety is trying to take you on a ride. Now here's where neuroscience comes into play. It is scientifically proven that anxiety and gratitude cannot coexist because they come from the same part of the brain. So the anxiety is going crazy, and there's only one thing that is going to stop it. You can't wish it away. You can't say, I'm just gonna will myself to stop thinking anxious thoughts. You can't do that. It doesn't work scientifically. Scientifically, the one thing that stops anxiety is gratitude. Now, I'm not saying just thank you for that email. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for calling. May I help you? It's not that kind. It's the gratitude that comes from deep within. And that means it takes some conscious effort to identify. So, for example, say I'm having a bad day. I had a bad day yesterday. And my thoughts were going crazy of, I feel stupid. I feel incompetent. I can't believe I don't understand what this person is telling me. It's really not that flippin' hard. What is your problem, Sue? Those were the things I was saying to myself. Those are not conversations that build me up. What I had to do is throw a pebble on the anxiety train track. And that pebble is gratitude. So the scenario was this. I'm out in front mulching yesterday. The lavender bush that we planted over a decade ago, and Mom planted it, and it's still going, so I really want to keep it going. It needed to be trimmed. It needed pruning. My sister knows how to do this thing. My sister has been here before, and she has pruned it for me. I have probably pruned this thing about 3 times, maybe 5 in my life. So I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. So I'm messaging my sister. I'm saying, Beth, how do I do this? Where is it I'm supposed to cut? All these questions. And she sent me a few different things. And I'm like, I don't understand. What are you trying to tell me? I got a clear-cut question. Yes or no, is this how I can do it? She was trying to be helpful, and she was being helpful. I wasn't catching it. And then my brain started taking me on a ride about how stupid I was. And I can't believe you don't know how to take care of lavender. It's just a plant. How much, it just took me on a ride. So I could have continued on that train ride of how stupid I am, how incompetent I am, how worthless I am, and everything that transferred and came riding along with it. Or I could find a way to stop the train track. And that train track was to find something of gratitude in that situation. So for me, it looked like this. God, I'm really feeling stupid right now, and I'm hacked off of myself, and I can't believe this. I'm just feeling stupid. I cannot believe I don't know how to do this. I'm not understanding the guidance from my sister. I feel so freaking stupid. And thank you that my sister's trying to help me. Thank you that I have a resource. Thank you. That is another opportunity for my sister and I to grow closer. 2 things. Never deny what you are feeling. You heard me right there in my tone of voice and a couple of the words that I used about the anger and the frustration. God is big enough and God can handle it. It is okay to be angry. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to struggle. That's the first thing. Never deny what you're feeling. Secondly, the word that builds the bridge was very specific. It's and, not but. As soon as you say but, you have discounted everything you just said. And my emotions are not to be discounted because that's part of who I am. It's part of who you are. It's part of how God made us. So acknowledge the emotion and a gratitude. That shifts the focus from all the negative and it starts taking you around the bend to the positive. Does it happen overnight? No. But it is something you can train yourself. I have had clients where I give them this challenge for the week. 5 times a day. Find something to be grateful for. Acknowledge what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Use the word and find a gratitude. And they come back the next week, all smiles, and they say, it works. And then months later, they are still remembering this and they're putting it in their toolbox and it becomes a part of their everyday life. A couple months ago, I had a client I was working with. I'm still working with her now. And we were talking about this. We've been talking about this. And she was speaking at her church. And she said, Sue, I told them what you told me. And they came up to me and said how helpful it was to them. Those are the kind of things that really make me smile. Not because it's about me, because it's not about me. Because it's about a tool that I can give to clients, and they are then able to pass it along to others. That is what I want to share with you today about how to stop the anxiety train track. It challenges you to be aware of what you're thinking and feeling, and to be aware of when anxiety is trying to take you on a ride. And it gives you a tool to express gratitude to the Lord, because there is much for which to be grateful if we are purposeful in looking for it, identifying it, and communicating it. Give this a try this week. Let me know how it goes for you.